the troubled player. Well, wait a minute now. Is he a starter? Do we have a big game coming up? How important is it to our football team? You start to make decisions like we saw at Boise State with a player that may have had some issues. And we saw at Baylor, who had been a doormat for years in a conference that suddenly was among the better teams in the country. It makes you think irrationally at times.
The Beat of Sports with Mark Daniels.
9 a.m. weekdays on 740 The Game.
It's the CarPro Show with Jerry Reynolds, giving you the inside scoop on how to buy a car. Email Jerry now at carprousa.com.
For an outstanding car buying experience, go to carprousa.com.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the live debut of the Christmas Attic, presented by Hallmark Channel, Saturday, December 12th, 2 shows at Amway Center. Buy your reserved seat tickets now at livenation.com, Ticketmaster, the box office, or by phone.
Are you looking for your dream home? Or are you looking to move out of your current home and find the home to start the next chapter of your life? Look no further. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty is your go-to guy to help you with all your needs. Specializing in West Orange County, Lake County, and Ocoee, his goal is to take care of you from the beginning to the end and is not satisfied until the job is complete. Stop by 401 West Colonial Drive, Suite 7, or give him a call, 321-945-6832. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty.
Looking to expand your reach and following in all platforms of media? Need a jumpstart in expanding your brand to all markets across the world? SOFO is here for you. SOFO means something for everyone, and they help expand your business through all platforms of media. Need to grow on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram? Their experienced team expands your brand and puts your business in places you would have never been before. Call SOFO at 407-607-9862 or follow SOFOELLC on Instagram and Twitter.
They're coming, Orlando. So means the return of Magic Drive Time. The 5th season of Magic Drive Time hits the road Monday, September 28th. Get your daily Magic fix Monday through Friday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Only on 740 The Game. Never-ending sports coverage. Live. Try that on for size. We are 740 The Game.
We are back on Full Court Press Radio, sponsored by SOFOELLC. This is Danny Thompson on the mic with my good friend Mark Johnson. 407-916-8255. You want to get in to talk with me and Mark tonight, or as well as 800-729-8255. You know, before we went to break, Mark asked me a question about Harrison Barnes turning down $64 million over 4 years for the Golden State Warriors, and you know, I'm going to answer that real quick. You know, it's a dangerous game that Harrison Barnes is playing right now because it's $64 million. It's 4 years. I understand the TV money's coming in, but sometimes you got to give a little to get something in return. You remember, Steph Curry took less money. I know he had the ankle issues, but he took less money, and he's not being paid anywhere near market value. Klay Thompson has a big deal. If you want to continue to build a dynasty, especially with the way the Warriors are set right now, you just paid Draymond Green. Barnes is going to have to take a little bit off. Just look at the Warriors now. Curry, Thompson. You know, you keep Barnes. You have Iguodala. You have Draymond Green. You got Andrew Bogut. They're loaded everywhere. So for Barnes to turn down the $64 million over 4 years in hopes to make more money, I think it hurts the Warriors in the long run. I know Harris is a stand-up guy. I know they'll get this done, but it was a mistake. I know he commands more money in the open market, but more money open market doesn't mean more money, or it doesn't mean a championship or an opportunity to play for, because you can make, you know, $90 million playing for, I don't know, the Portland Trail Blazers, but is that going to give you the same, you know, offensive freedom or the ability to win a championship as taking less money and being with a team that's already won a championship with a championship mentality? So I don't like the deal. You know, I thought he would be more inclined to stay, and, you know, it's good. So, Mark, we had kind of a little bit of breaking news earlier today that Kevin Durant is talking about the Miami Heat. We talked about it in a couple of rooms that we're all in Facebook. Big shout out to the SNS crew for bringing this up. But, Mark, your thoughts on Kevin Durant and the Miami Heat. Do you really think this is actually a smart idea?
I think it's a great idea, and it's two words of why I think it's a great idea. Pat Riley, that guy can sell sand to a desert. I mean, that guy really, really can put things together, particularly on the free agent side. He just knows how to make these type of things work, and he knows the roles that they can fit in to succeed. You see what he did, with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Those guys bought in, and they won titles. And he can do the same thing with Kevin Durant and whatever whoever else he assembles, with the group, should he get Kevin Durant down there. So I think it's a great move. I think it'll be a great move for Kevin. I think it's a great move for the Heat. I just don't see any downside to Kevin Durant joining the Heat. And, I know it's other places he can go. He can go back home to D.C., he can stay in OKC, and those are good options too. But I just think, it's a good move, if Kevin Durant went to Miami.
Well, for me, I'm going to make this very short and simple. 2 words for you, Kevin Durant. LeBron James. He's already done it. He went to Miami. He did the championship thing. He worked with Wade. He worked with all those guys. Don't do it. If you're going to go anywhere and you're going to do it right, go to Washington. Better team. John Wall, Brad Beal. You're the mayor of D.C. You're from D.C. You're from the Baltimore area. You would run the entire Beltway. Don't go down to South Beach. I know Pat Riley and the rings are going to be intriguing. It's going to be this and that, the glitz and glamour, but don't do it. If you're going to strike your own legacy, you do it on your own. You do it with a bunch of guys that are hungry to do it. I know Wade and Bosh and Hassan Whiteside, Gordon Dragic, it's a great team down there, but you'll get more satisfaction and more gratification doing it with the hands of John Wall, Brad Beal, Martin Gortat, Otto Porter, and those guys. Mark, we got a caller on the line that wants to talk about the NBA 2K16. John, how you doing?
I'm all right. First things first, just want to shout out SOFOELLC. What do you guys think about the so-called battle between NBA 2K16 and NBA Live 16?
For those who don't know, that is our title sponsor, SOFOELLC. My good friend John Hamilton is asking the question. So I guess I'm going to answer this one first. The big rivalry is the fact that you have 2 outstanding basketball games ran by 2 great sets of people who run the game. I have affiliations with both the teams. I know people on both teams, and those guys work extremely hard to make 2 great products. NBA Live 16, in my opinion, with the pro-am mode, being able to play with your friends and run and pick up games and those types of things, bring the atmosphere of street ball to life. And with the 2K guys, they're so good at the realism part of the game, and the Be the Story mode this year is just, incredible using Spike Lee this year. So you don't lose either way. For me, like I said, I'm an online gamer, so I'll be playing both games. I'll play online for the pro-am mode. But, and I also play 2K because the 16, I do want to do the Spike Lee story. So I don't think you win either way. I don't think you lose either way, but, they're both very, very good games, and they're both very, very extremely talented people who work on those games. And so I have much respect for those guys because I've been in that industry before. So, Mark, what are your thoughts?
Both good games. I kind of think it's almost like maybe a power struggle because it's like kind of like a changing of the guard. Live was like the game. Like it was no other basketball game to play. That's how good Live was. And then 2K just kind of came up there, and then they became an all-star. And now you have, the veteran all-star against the younger all-star. And I think that's the way it's kind of going down with those 2 games, where it's just like, well, look, man, it's kind of like that Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan dream team type of feel. Where it's like, Magic, I'm not passing the torch to you yet. I still got a lot of good games left in me. And Jordan's like, no, we're taking over. So, it's kind of one of those things. I think both games will do well. It's a lot of good things about both games, and I think the fans, will enjoy both games.
Yeah, I think whoever wins the contest, who gets a copy of both games will be very, very pleased, and they'll be very happy with having NBA basketball because, the games both come out on Tuesday. So, for me, I'll be pretty much spending my Tuesday, pretty much playing both games, whether it be, like I said, 2K16's, be the story mode or playing Pro-Am with my friends on NBA Live. So I can't wait for either game. So, John, before we let you out of here, John, give a little bit, everybody, some information on SOFOELLC and, the ways to get in contact with you guys and, what your mission and program is all about.
Well, basically, you guys can reach us, obviously, on Twitter and Instagram at SOFOELLC. That's SOFOELLC. And basically, our mission is to use social media as a platform to give people opportunities, to promote positivity, to promote success. And that's our basic mantra, man. Our thing is we want positivity, we want success, we want to give people an opportunity to stray away from the negativity and give them an opportunity to wake up and open their phone and have something to smile about. That's us.
It's great. It's great to have a partner like SOFOELLC with us. Once we're going to start doing things in the community with them, and and doing things for the children and for the youth of the Orlando area, because they're the future of what we have down here. So we'll definitely start doing some sponsorship events, and and also partner up with them, and they've been a great partner to us. So John, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight, and telling everybody about SOFOELLC. And for those who do not follow them, please follow them on Instagram. Please follow them on Twitter. Follow them on Facebook. If you have any questions, get in contact with John. He's very, very personable and very, very easy to get in contact with. So, John, I appreciate you coming on, my friend. John Hamilton, ladies and gentlemen. And before we go to break, the question from Mark was, like I said, we talked about Kevin Durant, but the big story of the day was Anthony Bennett. So, Mark, I'm going to give you about a minute to talk about Anthony Bennett. His contract was bought out by the Timberwolves this afternoon. And real quickly, where do you think he ends up, and where's the best fit for him?
It's almost like, what does he have left? He really had, issues handling his weight. When his weight was down, he really played well. To be honest with you, if Phoenix, is moving, if they're thinking about moving Markieff Morris, he could actually land there and play alongside Tyson Chandler, and a veteran like Chandler could show him how to get it done. I wish Morris would stay, but if he doesn't, Anthony Bennett, get him on the phone. I think he'd be a good fit there.
I think for me, it's just two words: Toronto Raptors. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to go to the break. We're going to the top of the hour, and after the top of the hour, we are transitioning to our Central Division preview. So we're talking everything Central Division. Dan Feldman's going to be online. Pistons, Cavs, Pacers, Bucks, and the Bulls. We're talking about the next hour. You're on Full Court Press Radio, sponsored by SOFOELLC. We're right back after the top of the hour break.